Hi, I'm Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking. Welcome to our cooking channel today. Of course, we're in Wyoming. We were in Arizona all winter, and guess what? We have wind today. Well, you know, it kind of follows us. We're doing something really wonderful today, simple and fun. It is lemon scones. And when we're up camping, what I like to do is mix all of my dry ingredients and put them in a bag, and then you can mix it all together when you're up camping. Very, very simple, and boys, is yummy. Really great with a nice cup of coffee. You can have it with a fruit bowl, whatever you want to have, but it is a very fun, simple recipe. And we're doing it today in our 10-inch Dutch oven over coals. And in the description below, it will tell you how many coals we use, but we want to do it for about 400 degrees for about 15 minutes to get them nice and golden brown. But I've got all my ingredients already put into my bowl here, and we're going to get started mixing this together, and I'll tell you what I'll be putting in it. And oh my goodness, is it yummy. Okay, I've got my dry ingredients mixed up here, and it's flour, baking powder, soda, sugar, and of course real butter. I mean, you got to go with real butter with this. And I'm mixing this together here with a pastry blender, and you want this mixed real well so it's about pea size, you know, little clumps of the butter in here. And then when we get this all mixed up together real well, we're going to be adding our liquid, which is fresh cream. Well, not really fresh cream, but it's a nice heavy cream. And you want your butter chilled, which, as you can see, mine is chilled. And I have fresh lemon juice and fresh lemon zest that I've gone ahead and prepared ahead of time. And then when we're all done baking these, we are going to put just a very light glaze of powdered sugar with fresh lemon juice also. Boy, does that sound good? And they are so tasty. Okay, I've got my butter put into this and mixed it up really well. Now I'm adding a half a cup of cream and a fourth of a cup of fresh lemon juice and lemon zest. And you just mix this up and form it into a ball. That's what's great about this. It's so easy, especially when you're out camping. Today we're doing this in the backyard. Still too much snow up in those mountains. We can't get up there and do that yet. But we will be. You're going to be seeing lots of wonderful, fun videos of us up camping this summer, up in the mountains. We're not too far away from the mountains. I hope you're enjoying this with us today, and subscribe, hit that like button. Every Tuesday we put out a new video, and if you hit that little icon, it'll just alert you that we've got another fun video coming out. You know, when you're doing things like this, you don't want to overmix it because it can cause your dough to be a little tough. You just want to get it mixed up enough that it's going to form into a nice little round ball. Then you put it out here on my cutting board, dust it with flour. We'll see if the wind will allow me to keep my flour on my cutting board. That's kind of a trick. We're having a beautiful spring here in Wyoming. It did snow last weekend, though. We had 8 to 10 inches. Can you imagine that? And we're getting awfully close to Memorial Day. But, you know, that's pretty normal for Memorial Day in the Rocky Mountains. We've been fortunate enough to go cross-country skiing in the morning and mountain biking. Actually, when we did that, it was over the 4th of July. Can you imagine? Okay, now what I'm going to do here is, like I told you, it's kind of a trick. See if I can get my flour to stay here. And I'm going to form this, pat it out into about an 8-inch ball. Excuse me, not an 8-inch ball. Just pat it out about 8 inches into a nice circle here. And then cut it like into a pie shape. And like I told you, we're going to be doing this today in a 10-inch Dutch oven that we have lined with parchment paper. That just really makes that easy. There you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Then after I put it in my Dutch oven, I'm going to brush it with some melted butter that I have. And they don't have to be perfect, as you can see. There we go. With melted butter here. You want to spread these apart so they're not touching, because they will rise a bit, just like baking powder biscuits. And with this 10-inch one, I have a couple that didn't fit in here, and I will just bake those later. Oh my. You know, brushing them with the butter just really helps to golden them. Make them a beautiful golden brown. Okay, so there we go with that. Boy, don't these look absolutely wonderful? Oh my goodness, these are so rich and flaky. You almost have to eat them with a fork, but that's okay. It's all about the butter and that cream. And of course, look at this. I drizzled it with a little bit of the lemon powdered sugar icing. And remember, if you go to the description below, it gives all of the ingredients and everything, and it also will tell you how many briquettes to use. But this was absolutely perfect today. My goodness, even though our wind was not our friend, it never is our friend. I hope you can hear me okay. And of course, our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals great times. Thank you until we meet again.